Hello everyone and welcome back to the Black Panda channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin and its current affairs. So, in the last few days, we had the Bitcoin conference and we had two major speakers. We had Michael Saylor and we also had Donald Trump. So, Donald Trump says Bitcoin and crypto will skyrocket like never before if he is elected as president. So, he's very, very pro-Bitcoin. He was very, very pro-Bitcoin, and the United States has more than 50 million crypto users. So he has a lot of backing by just backing Bitcoin. So I do understand his stance on that. Then here are some of his key points from the speech. So he wants to create a US government strategic national Bitcoin stockpile if he's elected, and the US government will keep 100% of the Bitcoin that it currently owns, that it has seized from all the busts they have made. Then we have Bitcoin going to the moon. Obviously, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Never sell your Bitcoin. Bitcoin will one day probably surpass the market cap of gold and a lot more on the current affairs of Bitcoin. He was very, very positive about Bitcoin, even highlighting that the market cap will soon surpass the market cap of gold. Gold has a market cap of approximately $11 trillion. Bitcoin currently is at 1.5. So that would be a 10x from where we are to surpass the market cap of gold, and it will soon happen because currently, according to the polls, Trump is winning everywhere. According to the polls, Trump is winning everywhere. The female candidate, Kamala, doesn't look like she's standing a chance against Trump, with all the crypto people backing him up. So yeah. And we also had Michael Saylor, our Bitcoin activist. This one of the largest individual holders of Bitcoin. And he also has a company called MicroStrategy that owns plus minus 1% of the Bitcoin supply. So summary of Saylor, keynote of the Bitcoin speech. Michael Saylor addresses at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. So he advocates for a shift from 20th century financial and physical assets to digital capital, highlighting Bitcoin's role as a transformative force. So Saylor criticizes traditional assets and they are vulnerable to inflation, there's taxes, they decay, and Bitcoin is obviously the solution. Obviously, Michael Saylor is the one that is advocating for Bitcoin to become the global reserve currency. So he owns a lot of Bitcoin, constantly buying Bitcoin, and he was one of the major speakers at the conference. So he also has a Bitcoin base case. So according to his Bitcoin base case, in 21 years, in 2045, the base scenario for Bitcoin would be $3 million. That's if we are in a bear market in 21 years. The price should be $3 million, according to Michael Saylor. And the market cap is $68 trillion. Then the base case is 13 million and the market cap $280 trillion. So the base case is $13 million per Bitcoin. Then we have the bull case, which is $49 million per Bitcoin, and the market cap should be approximately 1,000 trillion. 1,000 trillion. I don't even know what that number is, but that is the bull scenario for Bitcoin according to Michael Saylor in 21 years. And if it becomes the global reserve currency where countries are stockpiling Bitcoin, the United States starts buying, Europe starts buying, the Middle East starts buying, Africa starts buying, then these prices are very, very, very much possible in the next 10 years. And we have to look at the charts. We have to look at the charts, see what the charts are telling us. Are we bullish after the Bitcoin conference? And definitely we are. Definitely we are. We are approaching a very strong resistance. But thanks to the Bitcoin conference, we had a push to the upside. Thanks to the Bitcoin conference, we had a push to the upside. So the monthly candle is closing in a few days. And if we close above 70K, that will be a bullish scenario. That will be a bullish scenario. That means August is going to be very bullish. And this quarter that we're in is going to be very, very bullish. So currently we're on this resistance point here at approximately 70K. We need to break above 70K in order to start trading above all-time highs. Once we break this 70K resistance, I do believe that we'll see $100,000 per Bitcoin very, very soon. So if you reached this far in this video, thank you so much. Just hit the like button, subscribe.